Pick up the wheels from VR, baby! Yeah, the wheels are done. They called me. It is now Wednesday. I know the camera's not focused, but I'm literally driving. This is like the most dangerous thing ever. But we're right around the corner from VR, so let's get these wheels, baby, and let's get them on the car. Alright, we got all the wheels. I'm super pumped. This is gonna be super sick. I can't wait to get these on. I gotta go get these things aired up because unfortunately they couldn't air them up here. But yeah, I'm gonna finish school, get these things aired up, and we'll mount them on the car tonight. Where to begin? Where to begin? Let me bring you back to yesterday, Wednesday, when I had told you guys I was picking up the wheels from VR. Okay, let's take yeah. Do you guys remember? I brought my wheels to VR. They told me they can get me a crazy turnaround rate about how they can build my wheels in such a timely manner, and they did that. But I don't know if you guys remembered, when I went there, I also had another set of wheels, my set of wheels with my tires still on them. Now, the reason being is because I didn't want to take my tires off because I knew they would rip coming off. And I told them when I brought them there, I said, hey, I just need you guys to split these wheels apart because they're 3-piece wheels. Take them apart, get the tires off by splitting the wheels so that we don't rip the tires. I have a show on Sunday. These 19-inch tires with the 255, 35, 19 are extremely hard to find, and I won't be able to get new ones in time for the show. So I need these tires to come off without being ripped so that I can put them on the new wheels. They say no problem. We have a tire guy here who can just get them off. And I said, are you sure he can get them off? I know I worked in a tire shop myself, and these tires would be extremely difficult to get off without ripping. Now, if you guys can do that, great. But if there's any chance of these tires ripping, I would be willing to spend the extra money to split these wheels apart to ensure that these tires are safe and that they are able to be reused. Right? Perfect. The guy's like, yeah, let me see what my tire guy can do. If he thinks at all that they're gonna rip or he's gonna have any complications with them, he won't do it. Cool. Sure enough, the tire guy gets all 4 tires off, and I'm like, okay, cool, all 4 tires are off. Everything looks good. They rebuild my wheels. I go to pick them up on Wednesday. They go to remount the tires for me, and they can't air them up. And I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, you're gonna have to bring them to another shop to air them up. We don't have a cheetah. We can't air them up for you. Granted, I paid a lot of money for them, like legitimately a lot of money for them to dismount and remount my tires. Like, they literally charged me a service to dismount and remount their tires. Cool, whatever. But they couldn't air them up afterwards, which is kind of weird. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I bring them down to Vic at Best Tire Shop. My man Vic, he's cool as fuck. Helps me out every time. The shop is great, right? I bring him down to Vic. We air up 2 of my tires. Cool. We bring him one of the other wheels, the ones that they were having complications with when I was sitting there watching him try to air it up and he couldn't do it. And he was like, yeah, you're going to have to bring it to another shop because we can't air these up. We don't have a cheetah or whatever. And so Vic goes to air it up. He doesn't even use the cheetah. He just starts pumping air. He's like, hey, man, these tires aren't going to air up. He was like, look, the bead is ripped. Sick. They ripped the beads on 2 of my tires and couldn't air them up. Now I'm stuck in this position where I don't have tires that work. Okay, cool. I'll just call VR. We'll settle it. Like, they'll either get me new tires or whatever the deal comes. I call VR like 4 times. They don't answer my phone call. Yo, what's going on? So I finally get a hold of them after like my 5th or 6th try trying to call them. And I speak to the owner. I don't know what his name is, but he's speaking to me, and he's telling me, hey, he's like, we dismount and remount hundreds of tires all the time. We're mainly a wheel building service. We can't do anything for you. Those tires are used tires. Sometimes they don't hold air when you put them back on, which is complete BS because I worked in a tire shop. Now, you could come into my tire shop with tires that you didn't even purchase from me. Request a flat repair. I would repair that flat or have somebody repair that flat. And if that flat repair did not hold air, or if there was any damage to the tire done by us, we would replace that tire for free. Even if you drove out of our store and came back and said that my patch or something that I did to your tire that you didn't purchase from me didn't work, or was leaking air, not holding air, you want a new tire, you can bet your ass you'd have a brand new tire, all expenses paid by us. And this guy literally told me no, that they're not accountable for any of that. When I told him I didn't sign any paperwork saying that you guys weren't liable for any of the damages to my product. It is implied liability that if you guys are going to dismount and remount, or if I'm paying for a service, that it's going to be done the right way. And if it's not, you guys are going to pay for the I'm not mad. I told him I wasn't trying to make a big deal. Let's just settle this. Let's put this behind us. Shit happens. Own up to the mistake and let's move on. I don't want to say anything about it. Like, I know nothing bad on you guys. Let's just move forward for this. To which he handed the phone off to somebody else, had me on speaker, and he said, hey, to Philip, one of their guys over there, one of their, like, customer service representatives or managers, whatever he does, he works in the front, Philip, he was talking to him, and I hear him on the phone say, literally, we can't do anything for him, they're used tires, whatever. When I brought them to him holding air, they broke them down and took them off. You want to know what the owner told Philip? He said, we can't do anything for this guy. If he says anything to you, tell him to go fuck off. Literally told me to go fuck off. We're not responsible. When Philip then got on the phone and said hello, I said, hey, you know I just heard him say that. And he said, yeah, I know. He's stupid. And then I proceeded to ask him, can I get my money back for the dismounting and remounting service that you guys did, or will you guys pay for the new tires that I need? To which he then replied, no, I'm sorry, I can't do anything for you. I wish I could help you, but we're not liable for it. We rebuild wheels. Okay, then why did you sell me a service for dismounting and remounting tires when I clearly told you, like, more than 4 times, I was like, I really need these tires to not rip, so if you guys feel any, I'd rather you guys just split apart the wheels, take off these tires, and then rebuild those wheels back together. I will pay the extra money, more than willing to pay the extra money to make sure that those tires come off without being damaged. So, that brings us to now. They didn't pay for my tires. They haven't done anything. I need to go purchase new tires, which Vic down at Best Tire Shop, awesome dude, like I said, he made a phone call for me, got one of the tires that I needed, literally from one of the tire distributors down by where his shop is, and I'm going to go in there and I'm going to go grab one of those tires, and then I need to go get another pair of tires for my rear, which we then ordered, and at this point, again, I'm getting screwed. The shipment said FedEx, shipped my tires, went everywhere, went a long distance with priority shipping all the way to City of Industry to last night at 6 p.m. And since 6 p.m., it says they left the warehouse and FedEx has no idea where my tires are. It's currently 12 o'clock. FedEx still has no idea where my tires are. My shipping date says they're supposed to be at my house today. That's not going to happen, I don't think. So now I'm going to be screwed because I only have a day left before the show. I work, and I have a school project that I have to get done. I literally am not going to get off in time to get these tires done. So I have no idea what's going to go on, and I'm going to bring you guys along on this journey today as I try and get new tires or whatever the deal may be. So, yeah. Needless to say, I will not be working with VR again, and I would encourage you guys to not work with VR, and I would encourage you guys to go comment them to refund Tyler his money or pay for his tires. I would more than prefer for them to pay for my tires because they rip my tires, and my tires are more expensive than the service that I paid for. But yeah, which sucks because if they just give me the money back that I paid for the service and they rip my tires, then I'm still gonna be out like another $100 or $200 because these tires aren't cheap. They're special order tires. This is just let's just get going, and yeah, let's try and get this situated. Oh my god, after so much work, after all of that, huge shout out to Best Tire Shop, Vic at Best Tire Shop, dude, really came through. He helped me out, helped me source out tires that we had to order, had to go down to the, the tire warehouse to go pick up some tires, but we got the wheels all mounted up, tires are on, nothing's leaking. Now it's time to get back home. Again, huge shout out to Best Tire Shop and Vic down here. If you guys need anything, like if you guys are in the Fontana area or Southern California, like Rancho, San Bernardino, anywhere, come down to Best Tire Shop. They'll help you. They'll help you out. You need stretch tires, you need anything, they got you. All right, we made it back home. So let's get this car in the air. Let's get the wheels on, and let's be done with all of this. Alright, so the finishing touch to make these wheels 100% complete are the center caps. Now the center caps, when I got the wheels, were a little bit weathered and old, and that's to be expected when you have old wheels. So what I have done is I got vinyl wrap, and I wrapped them red and gold. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Alright, so now before it starts raining outside, because it's not all dark and gloomy out of nowhere, I'm going to be taking off the wing, and then I'm going to be cutting up my bumper so that I can get this wing through the bumper for the show. I know I wanted to do something different, but it seems like it's just going to take way too long and too much effort, so I'm going to just take this off, cut it, put my wing through the bumper, and yeah, send it just like the way that it is. Alright, let's go get these tools.